Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas with you on a beautiful day in Asha up here in the library. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. This channel is about books, and it all started with this book right here, Asha. This book completely changed my life, and it's kind of what the whole message of this channel is how books can change your life by stories, by ideas, by words. My friends, that there's something magic in words that get in your head and can change your life completely. And this little orange book right here, I mean, it brought me peace. Many of you know my story. When as a young man, I had OCD so bad and depression. And this little orange book, the story of it, changed my thinking and changed my life. I don't manage OCD or depression. It was gone. It is gone. I am so blessed beyond measure. This little orange tiny book, 16 statements and teachings. I've got peace. I've got joy. My life is actually turned into Magi magic, where things just manifest. And I wanted to share, you probably saw in the thumbnail, kind of a milestone. We hit 20,000 subscribers on a channel that is an old man in the library talking about books, and 20,000 people subscribed to spend time together and talk about the things we love, words and stories and books. And it really touched my heart. And it also just made me think about of course, manifestation and the Magi magic, and that the only prayer that is answered is the prayer we become. And so I wanted to kind of dive into that. We're going to be in Asha 6, and then we're going to go back to Asha 5. And I'm going to teach you a little something. You start to get a little gray in your beard. You figure some things out in this life. And I'm going to share with some of you guys some of the biggest lessons that I've learned. Asha by Winston Head. It's available at Amazon, $3.83. And guys, I've noticed a lot of these have gone out this last month. Please go leave your review on Amazon. Tell the world what this means to you. So go to Asha 6. In case you don't have it, you can screenshot that there. So that's Asha 6. And it says, I look inward to the God mind, and I see truth, and I experienced soundness of mind. When I was a young man, I didn't have soundness of mind. I didn't have peace. I didn't have joy. My friends, I didn't know where to look. I was told where to look, where I would find it, but it wasn't there. My friends, they told me, education, church, all their different ideas. I couldn't find it, my friends. But when I looked inward, there's a divine spark inside of you, the God mind. And that's where I found my soundness of mind. I found the capital T truth, right? It says, I see truth. When you go inside, you'll see the actual truth. And you find that capital T truth, and it runs out the lion illusion. And it's beautiful. Then it goes on to say that thoughts make your world, right? Here we're talking about books and stories and thoughts. It makes your world, my friends. If you have happy stories, happy thoughts, happy ideas, right? You start to have a happy life. It's beautiful. It says beliefs make your thoughts. Reason makes your beliefs. Mind reasons. Mind is the reason. So much right there. One, you have to have a reason to believe. Otherwise, you're just hoping, maybe begging a deity in the sky, but you don't really believe it. You don't have a reason to believe. You don't have something you want to have faith, but faith isn't just, again, hoping. Faith, it's a knowing. And that's what we're going to get back to Asha. When we go back to Asha 5, you'll see it. It's going to build our case for a reason. But something else that I get from Asha 6 is that all is mind. And again, the importance of books and stories and words, my friends, because all is mind. And so what we hold in our minds, the energy, the frequency, is going to make the form and matter, is going to make your world. It says, know this, then the illusion goes away. Belief in only good. And that's something that puts our religion, Zoroastrianism, and the Order of the Magi different than every other religion. The original religion, Zoroastrianism, God was just good. He didn't love and hate. He didn't send sickness and disease and heal. He wasn't at peace and could go to war. He was just always the highest principle of good. The religions that followed, they changed that. It made it very confusing, doesn't it? It makes sense, guys. It's reasonable to think God means the highest principle of good, and he doesn't change. He doesn't, if you're acting the fool, he doesn't get angry and then start to hate and then war and kill men, women, and children and, horrible stories, horrible ideas. That's not the God good of Zoroastrianism. Zoroaster means pure light, unmixed. Our God is not mixed. And when you have that realization of who God is, where do you find that? Again, I go inside. It'll resonate. It's like your child heart knew those stories you heard in the different so-called religious books didn't sound good, didn't sound God, but your parents and grandparents and preachers and teachers, they had to reinforce their lie into you. Not because they're trying to harm you. They didn't know any better. They didn't know there's anywhere else to go. Zoroastrianism, they've tried to stamp it out, my friends, but the truth, it just don't go away. Do you know why? Because there's a book written inside of you that knows what love is, that knows what good is, that knows what the truth is. And my friend, I promise you, this is what I want you to get from this. This is where the Magi magic, the manifestations, the good life comes from. Attuning yourself to that divine spark in you, that all good spirit, that all good God. It's just being yourself. You come from good spirit. You're made of good spirit. Of course you're going to return to good spirit. Just do it quicker because it makes life more beautiful. Again, that's some of that gray hair, beard, right? Wisdom coming through right now. Don't wait. Life is a gift. It's beautiful. You won't want to waste 1 second of it. I love it. It says, it is this complete trust in the all good spirit that brings out manifestations right now, real as they already are by means of reason. Again, reason is so important, but I also love real. The capital R real is everything. And that's what we're going to get to as we flip back to Asha 5. Asha 5 says, believe only the highest truth and you enter Asha. Asha is the perfect creator's perfect idea. It's heaven on earth. It's every good thing. It's the capital T truth, the capital R real we're talking about. And it says, as the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect. This is called Asha, truth. It's what's real. It's the capital T truth, capital R real. And so I love this. The only thing that could come from a perfect creator's perfect mind is perfection. It's good. It's love. It's life. It's peace. It's joy. And it's unmixed, right? It's undefiled. It's undiluted. He created a perfect world, my friends, and it's actually available right now. And you step into it with your frequency, by resonance. Can't kick the door down for this one. You can't will yourself into it. You have to go inside, attune yourself to that capital T truth of, you want to see love in the world, right? You become the love. The only prayer that is answered is the prayer you become. You become the love and the peace and the joy and the good unmixed. My friends, again, it's that original religion, that original word. It's unmixed. You don't want to be love and hate. You don't want to be peace and war, because then that's what your world will look like, right? We step into the world we want with our resonance, with our energy, with our frequency. And that's why these world religions, it's horrible. The world looks just like the world religions, gods, and books. My friends, it's a mixed nightmare. It's time to come back to the original. Zoroastrianism, Asha. As the wise Lord is perfect, so his idea of creation is perfect. This is called Asha, truth. This idea of truth is the very spirit of God, right? And remember, we're talking about you have to have a reason to believe. This is our reason. That this is the only thing that could come from a good creator's good mind is goodness. It says it is the true vision of God's ideal existence. Again, it is the real above all real. It's the capital R real over all that little r reals, right? Because you can make a real hell on earth with wrong stories, wrong books, wrong words, my friends. But there's a capital R real. Again, our reason, the perfect creator's perfect idea, Asha. It's the highest truth. It's creation in perfect order and harmony. where nothing occurs at the expense or harm of another. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that resonate within your heart? The world you want to see, the world you want to be, the world you want to experience, a good world. My friends, it's available. It's actually the only real world. And when you're ready to step in, it's waiting for you. Go inside, attune yourself, practice holding those unmixed, undefiled, undiluted, pure light frequencies. Take 10 minutes. Just sit there and feel love without any other emotions or feelings. Just love. Just hold it. Hold that frequency of love and watch that magi magic start to happen. Try it with peace. Take long, deep breaths. Let all your muscles relax and think the real world is a good world. The only thing that could come from a good God. Oh, that brings me peace. And just breathe. Do that for 10 minutes. See if the world doesn't look a little more peaceful. Go out for a walk in nature. Look at the blue skies and the white clouds and the birds singing. Take time to look at the color of flowers and the scent and see the beauty. Listen to children laughing and playing. Maybe dream again. Is there something you want to do? My friends, you're still alive. There's still time. Do something beautiful because you are beautiful. And in truth, this world is Asha and you can step into it. And I love you.